Welcome back to Tim's Garage. I'm Tim, this is my garage, and let's get working on this thing here. What is this? Well, we got ourselves a Triumph Rocket 3. This is an 07 Classic, and what's wrong with it? I don't know. I had to lay her down. Man. I was going to hit something. No, I think you had to lay her down because you had some bald-ass tires from 2009 on this son of a gun. Alright, it's got bald tires, it's got dry rotted bald tires, and the guy said he had to lay her down. I gotta lay her down. Let me tell you something, you don't ever lay down a bike to stop. If you got wheels on the ground, that means you can stop faster than anything. Even if the wheels are completely locked up, you can stop a bike faster than if this thing is on the ground. Period. Had to lay her down. That's just a lazy excuse for a bad rider. Anyways, his problem, my gain. I got this thing for $1,000. That's right. It's got 15,000 miles on it. It's in incredibly good shape. Well, okay, it's in incredibly good shape if you don't look at the. But for the most part, other than just the bent bash bars and a couple things. Just some dents I'll buff out. Now I got a new tank for it. Well, used tank. Handlebars are bent. Front end screens all smashed to heck. Headlights, fog lights. The turn signals are perfectly fine. The forks, everything. The fork has one leak on here, and it may be why he had to lay her down because there's oil coming out of it. But the brakes don't have any oil on them, so I don't think that's a problem. It does have oil in it. It doesn't have enough to register the dipstick all the way, but it's right there. So I booped it, I started it, connected the clutch, and yeah, fires right up. Gave the guy $1,000 on site for this, and we're gonna fix it up. I got new headlights, new light bulbs, or LED lights. I got some grips, or these are really cheap. I haven't decided exactly what I want to get, but these are a cheap, it'll run right now. They're a little cheaper than I thought, but you know what, it'll be fine. Add some oil. Got a used clutch assembly. The lever's a little bent, but it'll do just fine for getting it all put back together. I'll replace this lever. This was pretty cheap. This is like $30 for the proper part. And the tank has some scuffs on it, nothing that won't buff out, definitely, except for, well, we'll see it in the light a little bit better when this is all done. Now right here is not looking too good, and there's a little paint chip right where the emblem goes, where they took the emblems off. Just sell the emblems for $100. It's not a cheap tank. This is like $450. It's got a couple paint chips here, but I think I'm gonna leave this alone and put a little plastic piping or something just to hide that. That's like the worst of that tank. The worst on this, and this is why I'm not gonna do the video of like replacing the tank and all that stuff. I'm gonna pick up on the cool part. This running controls bar sheared off the bolt right there. Well, I got a knee pad. Not only sheared the bolts off, but it broke the bosses on the casing. I'm like 99% sure that's aluminum. So I'm going to take the quick and dirty approach and TIG weld the bosses back together. Just one little bead at a time. Let it cool down. I think that'll be okay. And I do have a excuse the Nighthawk. We've got a 240 tire right there for it. I'm going to take these bags off. The bag ripped. I'll probably sell these for a little bit. They're the all OEM Triumph stuff, and we got a rip here. But other than that, a couple scratches on the exhaust on the other side, and a couple little things here, but nothing that affects this. The handlebar is bent, and I'm going to take a try at putting a bar on here and bending it back into place. We'll see how that works out. So yeah, I'm just going to get at it. My camera and everything is over at a different garage where I'm actually working on that 04 Cayenne. So I only got my phone with me, and I just want to get it done. So I'm not going to make a video of, like I said, changing all this stuff out. If you work on motorcycles or anything, you don't need a video of me changing the headlights and whatnot. Yeah, it'd be cool. Like I said, time lapse up or whatever, but yeah, I don't think I even have enough room on my phone. Too much porn on the hard drive thing, you know. So, we're just gonna tear that out when I get to those bosses, though. We'll take a look at that and then fire it up. Okay.